Hi, hello my planty friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. There's a lot more of you here than there were when I last recorded a video. My chair's a little squeaky, so sorry about that. Today I'm starting a new series about succulent propagation. This is going to be called Prop With Me. People do replant with me's, repot with me's. We're doing prop with me. I also want to say excuse the background mess. We have a new furry friend in our family. Her name is Bean, and she's like a 10-week-old kitten. And so there's just cat stuff everywhere. She basically lives in my office. So here we are. Today we're going to be repotting and propagating this dude. This is very sad. This is one of my saddest looking succulents. This guy is a Crassula Pubescens, subspecies radicans. I'm going to put a picture on the screen of what this plant is supposed to look like. This guy I got back in October as a part of my Mountain Crest Gardens order, and he was probably like this tall when I got him, so like only a few inches. He's grown a lot, and the newest growth looks decent, but there's just all this bare stem, and it's not really supposed to look like that. So we're going to propagate him a little bit, fix him up, and make him a little happier. This is caused by stress and primarily too much sunlight. So when I took this guy outside for the first time this year, all my succulents live outside during the summer, spring, summer, and fall. So he lived under grow lights from last October to this March. Then I moved him outside. He did not like that. He got a little sunburned. You can see kind of like his leaves, like there's some sunburn. See all those spots? Come on, camera. Yeah, all those spots. That's sunburn on a succulent. That's not gonna go away, but we can work on preventing that. I'm gonna take these pair of scissors, cut them up, and then prop the like cuttings into this pot of soil. I used cactus and succulent soil for a long time. I found that when you try to resaturate the soil with water, it just runs right off, and it takes a lot more water to saturate the soil, and I'm just not a big fan anymore. So I've converted to kind of a different soil mixture, which is usually 1 part perlite, 1 part regular, just like Miracle-Gro potting mix. This I think is a little heavier on the perlite because I was using it for some cuttings outside, but this is completely dry soil. There's no moisture in here, and that's what you want. I'm gonna pull you guys over here to my little table that's out of frame, and we're going to get to chopping and propping. So here we are, all nice and zoomed in. Okay, so this little dude, very leggy here. We don't want that. We don't like that. I'm going to cut probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches below where the growth is, and just cut it off like that. Okay, so after I made just like a huge massive mess with my soil, because it's never a video without me spilling soil, I'm just going to take our little cutting and just pop it in that soil right there, and it's going to be fine just like that. So I'm going to do that for the rest of this plant, and then we'll get back to you. So here you can see we have 2 new growth points from this main stem, and you can see all these leaves are falling off. I'm just going to cut above that new growth, and then we'll cut below that new growth as well. There we go. So we're going to leave this part up here. Growth should come out of that as well. Just pop that in, probably put that in the middle, and then here, same kind of vibe, just cutting it. There's a bad leaf right here, so we'll pull that off. Cool. And just pop that right in there. All right, so now we're left with this. We have a lot of ugly stems, but the thing is, if you leave this just like this, give it enough light, don't water it too much, only water when the soil is completely dry. This is pretty wet because it rained last night. It was outside. You should get some new growth on this as well. So we're going to leave this as is. If you don't want to do this, if you just want to like throw this out, feel free, but you get free plants out of it anyway, so why would you do that? We have our nice new plant of propagations, and we also have our sticks. So this is, like I said, in completely dry soil. You don't want to be putting fresh propagations in wet soil. If your soil is damp, leave the cuttings out of the soil, and you're gonna wait probably like a day or two until this end calluses over. You don't want to put a fresh cutting in damp soil because that drastically increases your chance for rot, and that's no good because then you can lose your whole plant. So this is just gonna sit probably outside under my covered patio in the heat and have no direct sunlight, no water until I pull these out and the roots are showing. That will probably take 2 to 3 weeks to get to that point. So until it establishes roots, it might look a little sad, but that's okay because this already looks 10 times better than it did before. So it's a win-win. That is all I have for today's video. I will be giving you guys an update on that, or on this plant, probably in like a month or so. I propagate plants like this all the time. I cut plants like this all the time, and I just thought it would be fun to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon.